Good afternoon, audience. Gummy Worms here, bringing you even more Community Saturday on this wonderful Saturday afternoon with my good friend and co-commentator,
Sproutt.
And again, another big shout out to the,
User ToxicThunder.
Yeah, this is his second game. We kind of had to search around for a second replay here. We think, based on what we saw, we think this should provide some pretty interesting analysis, but we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty pumped. We'll see how it goes. So Dan, Sproutt.
Yep.
If you are ready to press play in 3, 2, 1, play. All right. Close that. All right. Motherfucker, director camera. No, I don't want you. You're just a director camera. So right off the bat, let's go with the lineups here. On the Dire, we have Zeus, Omni, Axe, Sniper, and Bloodseeker. And on the Radiant, we got the Pudge, Vengeful Spirit, LC, Nyx, and the Drow. So kind of off the bat here, you're seeing a bit more diversity on the Dire side. You know, you have the Axe, you have the Omni. Axe is kind of a 2 position, but he can pick up that sort of 4 position if he needs to. Omni could just be a hard support. Mind you, Omni does kind of need a few items to be more or less useful. ToxicThunder here did pick up the Zeus, which is a pretty decent pickup. Gives them pretty good nuke potential, and basically gives them that sort of mid to late game advantage with the nuke.
With the global as well.
Yeah, the global's sort of the big thing.
Yeah. Omni Knight is actually in mid, and he's going to be going up against the Pudge.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe not too bad, but still interesting nonetheless. On the Radiant side, we have Pudge, Vengeful... Oh, sorry, I said that. On the Radiant side, sorry. They got a bit of a 4-core strat. They only have the Vengeful Spirit as the immediate support there. Nyx can kind of support. Pudge, depending on how he goes, can kind of support. They have some supports, but really, like, you have the Drow who needs items, of course, the carry. You have the LC who needs items, she's the carry as well. And then you have Nyx, who benefits from items hugely, mainly Dagon and, like, Ghost Scepter or something.
Yeah.
As far as opening items are concerned, pretty, like, for the Zeus himself, he only picked up some regen items, which are totally fine, because Zeus really relies on his spells, not so much on stats.
Yep.
So, I don't know what he's going to be building early off of that. Typically when you don't buy items, it's because you want to get something early, so maybe a bottle, maybe a headdress or something like that. Like, I don't quite remember what his build was for this hero.
I don't have a clue either. I don't play Zeus, to be honest. But it looks like he's more playing a support Zeus than a carry Zeus, because he's landing with the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker
Yep.
has 3 last hits, where he only has 1 last hit, 1 deny.
Yeah, basically he's using his spells to sort of zone out the enemy heroes.
Yeah. Very smart play, especially in this.
Omni Knight! What a clutch purification! Even though he had a triple gank on him, he waited to use that purification until the last second, and it paid off for him.
Well done.
The Drow and the LC even came in to gank. Okay, now he's just getting manly. Yeah,
he was probably gonna die for this.
No. He got saved. Like the high ground saved him. It shouldn't have, but it saved him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zeus is doing a good job using his spells to sort of zone out the enemy. Zeus has some actually high damaging spells here.
Oh, yeah.
And something I kind of realized with him is his Arc Lightning does quite a bit of damage, especially in this early game, to the creeps here. Which actually gives him pretty good, like, push potential when you really want to get a lane going.
Yeah.
If you really want to start pushing down a lane and, dominating the tower, picking up Arc Lightning, 2, maybe even 3 levels of Arc Lightning early off in the game will actually help you basically just push towards that tower as fast as possible. Getting some, maybe taking an early T1.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker only has his Stout Shield. I think he has, something on the Courier coming in. Oh, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's going for the Poor Man's Shield and the Quelling Blade and the Tango. Omni Knight stealing the Crow for his own needs.
course. Just
fucking.
yeah.
Respect the crow, people. Respect the crow. I don't care who you are. You're not that important. Respect the crow.
Yeah, I always look when I play. There's only been a few times that I stole.
And if I accidentally steal the crow, I more or less always say like, "Hey, recrow."
No sorceries
Recrow, my bad. Now, Omni might want to be using this time using his repel. Basically, his repel stops the cold arrow, or frost arrow, sorry, from affecting him. That would be a good time for him to just basically charge up to Drow and just say like, "Yo, fuck you."
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no Drow. Also, man, I don't know, Omni's strong. Like, you know, he doesn't get much love, only because, like, what really stops him is his mana costs. Like, that's what really stops an Omni Knight. And, this courier. Courier bait?
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Yep. I don't know. Oh, God. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Omni didn't recrow correctly. He probably switched to the
crow and brought it to him. Yeah.
Brought it to him rather than actually telling him to
press his hotkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's B.
Mine is I just hit F2, F3, R, then F1, then I'm back to my.
See, my F1 keys are way too high, so I hit B, and then this Vengeful Spirit might be going down. Good nukes come in. You don't have any mana, unfortunately, but like you basically shredded that Vengeful Spirit in just a few spells.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the power of Zeus. Like his Lightning Bolt, you typically want to take 1 point. If you're gonna stay in lane, 1 point into Arc Lightning, and then you want to max your Static Field and Lightning Bolt side by side, because your Lightning Bolt, when you max it out, it just does ridiculous damage.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
And like so far, his build is pretty much that. He's got 2 points in Lightning Bolt, 1 point to Static Field, then 1 point to Arc Lightning, and you really only need that 1 point in Arc Lightning. Mm-hmm. It just provides that little bit of extra push that you need. Oh, that hook. Legion Commander picked up Tranquils. What the fuck is up with these carry people picking up Tranquils?
Okay, well this could be it's off lane. Legion Commander, so she's expecting not to get not to get many last hits and to walk away when she's low health. That's why she does it. That's why a lot of offlaners get Tranquils. I don't entirely agree with it all the time. In this case, you have a teammate there. I don't agree with the Tranquil pickup. Unless you're going to give him all the last hits.
Man. Drow is starting to get a little fat. She's saving up some gold.
Healing shock.
Also, quick point to there was a Bloodseeker, kind of gank from the jungle down in bot when you were playing, and you used your spells a little bit too early for the Bloodseeker to get in and actually deal damage with you, so you missed out on a kill on a Vengeful Spirit down there. I know this is way retrospective, but it's just something that I noticed, but John was going on and other things.
Mm-hmm. Zeus picking up the Arcane Boots. Yeah. Basically, that's your bread and butter.
Yeah, that's what he needs.
Well, I mean, Zeus is all about the mana. Oh, coming in. Well, but the thing with Zeus is his spells are very spammy.
Yeah, they are.
Right? So, like, Zeus is kind of, it doesn't really matter. Because his Lightning Bolt only has a 6-second cooldown. His Arc Lightning has a 1.75 second cooldown. So, like, he can just keep throwing out spells. Now, this here, the Bloodseeker's getting a little too manly, but if you were there backing him up in, like, at least some capacity, you might be able to at least try and zone them out. Like, yes, your Bloodseeker's an idiot for at least diving that, but if you were probably behind him throwing a spell or two his way, you probably could have turned the fight a little more in his favor, maybe even gotten a kill out of it, if the Nyx became a little indecisive.
Yeah.
But, not too big. Nyx has 6 clarities.
Under attack.
What?
He's bought 6 clarities, tangos, and a salve. He has 1 clarity already, half a stack of tangos, and 2 salves in his inventory.
Okay.
Okay, this Nyx just wants to survive.
Under attack.
Oh, TP's into the mid here. He's using TP's.
That's good.
That's good. Should probably pop his boots.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You should pop your boots every time your boots are up, man. Every time your boots are up. Omni Knight, you have your thing. Just try to get close, people. Drow's thing doesn't work if you're close.
She has Ulta? Oh yeah,
she's level 8.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at.
Oh, a regen rune. Yeah, Drow's ulti doesn't work if you're nice and close.
Yeah.
You can basically strip away 40 agility, and this Omni Knight's just gonna die.
If he didn't stop moving there, he would have been fine.
Yeah, this Omni Knight is not playing well.
No.
Vengeful Spirit, though, picks up... What is this? What is this?
Yeah,
okay, so Omni Knight bought back. No, that's fine. But she had 3 blades of attack before she picked up her phase boots. I figured she was picking up phase boots, but I was still like, why does she have the extra blade of attack?
Because blades of attack.
Like, unless she's building Crystallis.
Armlet, she wants to toggle.
True, Armlet's the other choice. I just, that's interesting. Again, you know, I love these games that just don't make a damn sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like this, I don't know what this Bloodseeker's doing. I don't know what this Omni Knight's doing! Like, holy shite! If he used his heal on that Bloodseeker, he probably could have got a kill!
Oh, actually, that was great positioning by the Zeus, to be honest. He was standing in his minion wave, and he just... the Pudge just missed a hook on him.
Yeah.
Thankfully, because there was a minion just off to the side of him.
Yeah,
I don't think that was intentional, but look for that kind of stuff. Ooh.
But that's actually the kind of positioning you want, especially against the Pudge. If you're up against the Pudge, you want to put yourself between your minions and Pudge. You know, make the Pudge work for the hooks. If he gets a hook on you, even through your minions, he probably deserved the hook.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's gonna get his hooks no matter what. You know, because it's just straight up, like, as long as he keeps throwing hooks, he's probably gonna get a hook or two.
Yeah.
But make him work for it. You know, his hook hits everything else before it hits you. So it hits his minions, it hits your minions, and then it will hit you. So it has to go through all those minions before it hits you. Let's watch this Bloodseeker fucking fail.
I'm just watching the Venge murder everyone at the moment, but I really feel as though I need to ulti out on the Zeus.
A decent ult. He thought he had potential. Drow has already picked up a Demon Edge, just a flat Demon Edge.
Seriously?
Just Demon Edge.
Okay then.
That's actually, again, Drow has incredibly high base attack.
Really?
Oh, Skadoosh! Use your W! Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes!
Radiant's middle tower
What?
is under
That was
attack.
great!
Dire's bottom
So,
tower
Drow is
under
just
attack.
chilling, like, just behind her T1, right? She was only sitting at about, like, we'll say 120 HP. Zeus looped around that bit of wood there to
Yeah.
go behind the T1 and then just killed Drow.
Okay, so that's what happened. I was looking up at top lane for a second.
It was cheeky, but in a real, well, I don't want to say real game, but in a higher tier game, that wouldn't have happened. Cheeky, but wouldn't have happened.
Hey, he knows the level he plays at.
No, I know. Look, he got the kill.
Yeah.
I don't care. He got the kill.
Worth-
I'm just saying, in a higher tier play, that Drow would have been long gone.
But hell, just assume they're idiots. No, I try to assume that people are actually kind of smart sometimes, and that leads to my downfall in some cases.
I don't assume people are idiots. I assume, yeah, people have some fluency with this game, but it's just like, man, every so often you see something weird, and you just kind of go like, why do I play this game?
Yep.
You see Omni Knights standing still. You see Drows hiding just behind their T1 tower. You see a Bloodseeker trying to man mode a Drow underneath a T1 tower.
Lovely.
Such as tomorrow.
Oh! That was actually really smart. Now, you didn't know this, but she popped her salve, and by ulting like that, you actually popped her salve again. Now, again, there's no flying courier on the Dire side.
There's two couriers, though.
Yes, even better. So like we were mentioning in your other game, Toxic, if you see this by about the 5 to 7 minute mark, that you still have no flying courier, just bite the bullet and buy it. It's such a small investment in the grand scheme of the game, and like 220 gold isn't going to be the reason you lost a game.
I'm kind of upset that I can't check. I can't see who purchased these. Who purchased these couriers?
If you...
Radiant's top
Oh yeah,
tower
I
is
thought you
under
could.
attack.
You're supposed to.
Dire's middle
In the
tower
game,
is
there's
under
normally a
attack.
portrait between their attack panel and their moves.
Yeah.
And I think if you put your mouse over there, then you can see who purchased it. But
Dire's
I guess
bottom tower is under attack.
you can't do that in whatever.
No, you can. It's just for some reason. Last game.
Okay, no! Oh, Bloodseeker. Oh, never mind. Okay, Bloodseeker did manage to get the kill. Mind you, now he's going to go up against the Pudge. 90 degrees, 90. Oh! God damn it, Bloodseeker. This Pudge also, he's not that efficient at what he's doing. He's, his toggles between his Rot and his Dismember are very delayed. So probably a new Pudge. Just based off casual observation.
You're buying a TP. Okay. I wouldn't have waited for that TP for so long up in the base. He waited up here for a solid minute.
Yeah, I agree. You can buy TPs here in the side shops, so TP here or TP here.
He just
So
wanted to
yeah,
get back.
waiting for like a minute, yeah, that wasn't really worth it. There we go, Omni Knight finally using your goddamn Q. And good damage coming in from you. Again, just get a little more fluent with using your Arc Lightning, especially if you're going to keep playing Zeus. Arc Lightning has a 1.75 second cooldown, so just basically alternate between pressing Q and W. Because your Q will come up so quickly that you're just going to be constantly using it.
Purification.
But yeah, I'm still a little... Oh, there we go, yeah!
That was really well played.
Well played. You
Good
knew you had
combos.
you knew you had the kill, and you went for it.
Beautiful.
Now he picked up a Staff of Wizardry. Curious. It builds into so many things. The most likely pick is a Force Staff, and the Force Staff is actually one of the better items to get on Zeus. Zeus suffers from terrible positioning. He's slow. He's slow, and he has no escape. So a Force Staff is actually really good on him because it gives you that push. A Yule's is not a bad idea either, but I'd say the Force Staff over the Yule's first. Also, Force Staff needs a bit of a buff, I think.
I think it's in a good spot.
I'm saying like 600 units, though? That's not that far.
Fine. Maybe they should buff it to 650.
Or like 7. Like up the price to 24, but then make it 700.
I can see that. I'm just watching what he's doing right now.
I think that would be a fair compromise. So there we go. They got a Flying Courier. The Omni Knight trying to get... Okay,
there we go.
Arcane Boots. Okay, so what we were saying earlier, I remember in one of our games, we mentioned about how double buying items is usually a bad thing. And that is for the most part correct. There are very few items where actually having 2 of them is a good thing. In this particular case, Arcane Boots is that exception. If you have 2 Arcane Boots, that's totally fine. Because, like, mana is mana. Good play on the Nyx. Just sort of
Radiant's
zoning out the
middle tower
squishier
is
hero.
under attack.
Yeah.
Again, shame it had to be you, but that's what happens when you're Zeus. Zeus is pretty much squishy as
Dire's
dicks.
top tower has fallen.
And, well, unfortunately, Omni Knight is not the smartest tool in the shed right now.
Yeah, he could have done so much to help you, but he was so bloodthirsty to go after the bench that he just left you there to die.
Axe has double tranquils.
Seriously? We picked
Axe.
another game for
Dire's
this?
bottom
Axe
tower
has double
is under
tranquils.
attack.
It's the Ricky all over again.
Wait,
They
those
stack.
tranquils- Do they?
Apparently. Looks like it.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, they stack. That's what... I don't...
Don't get double tranquils. I don't care that it stacks. Don't get double tranquils. You could spend that tranquils money on a goddamn Vanguard if you really need it.
Yeah, he's going Force Staff.
The Zeus?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
smart. That's the best item on him, honestly.
Well,
right away.
for like the mid game.
Yeah.
You know, get the Force Staff. Now, let's talk about a couple Zeus builds real quick because I'm of 2 minds when it comes to a Zeus build. I like a good Aghanims on Zeus. Aghanims is actually pretty powerful on Zeus. It
Dire's
almost
bottom tower is
well, it
under
doesn't
attack.
double necessarily. It increases your damage by about 40%
Dire's
there.
bottom tower
I'm just
has
sort of doing
fallen.
rough math in my head here. So it increases your ulti damage potential by about 40%.
Yep.
Which is pretty damn good. The other item I like to build on him, now this is a very expensive build, which, I mean, when I used to play Zeus, this was a patch or 2 ago.
Refreshers!
Yes. Now the choice is, which item do you get first? Do you get do you get the orb first, or do you get the Aghanims first? And to be honest, it's the answer is basically how good are you playing? You know, are you pulling ahead with an early lead? Now, you have, right now, 2 kills, 2 deaths, and 2 assists, and only 13 last hits. So you're not doing too great right now. Like, you know, you guys have taken, you've taken 1 T1, you're about to take a T2, it looks like here. So as far as the game goes, you're doing okay. The Radiant do have a gold lead, though, of about 4,500.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So, you know, I'd say going Aghanims first would be a nice little boost for you and your ultimate. Give you that bit of extra damage, but not like that, you're going to get the extra health from the stats and the point booster, and then you're going to get, you know, all that goodness. And then maybe think about building into refreshers. Other items to consider are basically like Veil of Discord would actually be pretty good.
Drow's going MKB.
Who is, sorry? Drow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect for her.
Okay.
It's going to give her a whole shit ton of damage and just a little bit of extra attack speed.
Yep.
And true shot.
Yep. Anyways, back to Zeus.
Yeah. So yeah, the Aghanims into like, you know, a refresher is probably like one of the best builds on Zeus as far as just as far as pure damage is concerned. The problem is it's a very expensive build. Aghanims costs 4,200. Refreshers cost 5,200. So that's like a 9,000, like a 9,500 gold build.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And 9,500 gold, that's a lot of gold.
I want to ask quickly. Well, I'm gonna say because I can't ask him. If you quick cast, because I was watching your spell rotation on the on your combo. It was very not quick casty. I would recommend going quick cast if you're not already doing it, or just getting used to cycling.
Damn, good job, Bloodseeker. He dived that when I didn't think he had it, but no, he had it.
And also, good play on the Nyx at the T2 bottom lane, because you knew that he was going to aggro onto you almost right away, because he did it last time, but you outplayed him with the Omni Knight. Thank God the Omni Knight helped you this time, but you survived and actually got the kill, so well played.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see here. Bloodseeker. Now, the thing about Bloodseeker right now, he has no items. He does have a whole fuck ton of gold, but I don't know what he's going to be doing with that just yet. Drow finishes her MKB.
Yep.
It's funny, because that's the only item she has.
Mm-hmm.
She, the MK, and, like, again, the MKB is actually an incredible item on her. Mainly because of the mini bash.
Yep.
It's a 35% chance proc to do 100 damage. And the fact that she basically has 226 attack speed is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
She just, so much potential.
Well, that attack speed's only because of her ult, though, because the bonus agility.
Yeah, Drow's attack speed's okay. It's the fact that she actually has a pretty shitty, she has a pretty shitty attack animation.
Yeah.
Her, like, especially in the early game, her attack animation is just, it's very, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mirana-y?
Middle tower is under attack.
No, it's very, like...
Floaty?
No, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot to it. I guess, like, it's a very long animation. Oh, Nyx took out Zeus?
Yeah.
Oh, but the Axe takes out the Nyx. Sorry, I was watching Drow.
Worth it! I don't entirely agree, but hell, it's fine. You called it, therefore it's worth. It seems like you did get off your Arc Lightning. I don't think you're used to it only being a 1.75 second cooldown. Because
you should just be spamming it as much as you can in fights.
Especially in fights. That's what makes me think that you're not using Quick Cast, which I highly recommend. Quick Cast is just a godsend when you want to just get spell rotations off nicely. Because you can't target your ult, so that's why I know why he gets his ult off so quickly, even if Axe just standing, letting Drow attack him.
Yeah, there's not much he can do, to be honest. All he can do is hope for counter helixes, which
He's not getting.
Oh, I could have got the dunk off. Barely, though.
You die alone.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Drow didn't even play that well either. She should have gusted or something.
She did gust earlier on.
Yeah, she should have gusted again. Bloodstone up on the Legion Commander. That's an interesting choice.
Why not? We've seen builds.
Vengeful Spirits picked up a Desolator. That's basically... Yeah, she's going carry. Buybacks! We got buybacks!
Yep. Bloodseeker, Rage Buyback, probably.
No, it wasn't Rage. Zeus is in a very awkward position.
Oh, he's in a very dead position.
Yeah. That wasn't good. In comes... Oh, wow! That heal probably just saved that sniper. Yeah.
But not
Poosh. This game is very slowly going towards the Radiant side.
Yeah, I'm seeing...
And mainly because of just sort of poor team play right now. Your positioning has been okay. Again, I think my only issue was that last one. Like, you were staying with your team, but you guys don't have any vision. Or you don't have much vision. You do have a ward here. But the thing is, it doesn't get into here. It's like you can't see into there. And when you have a Pudge and a Nyx on the board, it's a very, it's a very scary combo because Pudge likes to hide, and Nyx goes invisible. So Nyx is like everywhere. He's basically a constant threat on the board. Get the dunk off. Get the dunk off. You stole it. That's fine. I don't care. That's good. That's my favorite thing to do with Zeus. Just steal kills.
So you're not even mad.
No.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
that
attack.
almost got Drow. Drow picked up a Hyperstone.
Makes sense.
Her attack speed's ridiculous right now.
Her move speed is shit, though.
Yeah, but that's a Drow thing.
Well, no, she hasn't bought boots, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Drow also... I don't know, she's got 300, that's okay. And there we go. That's the assassinate sniper needed. So now it's going back in the dire favor. Well, maybe not the favor, but they did just take 4 of them out in a different order. They're going to take this T1 for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, so Zeus very much so needs to worry about positioning. Mainly because that... Like, you're squishy. Right now, even though you have a Helm of Iron Will, you only have 3 base armor, so 8 armor total. And 8 armor is only giving you the 34% damage reduction, and even though you have about 1,000 health. So you don't have that much HP, especially against a Drow. A Drow that has an MKB and a Hyperstone. You're up against a Nyx, who just does damage for days. And then you have an LC, who, well, sorry, you normally have an LC. You do have a Vengeful Spirit, though, who's building a Desolator. So you have these high damage people, and here you are, squishy as fuck. Yeah. So for you, positioning is critical. Knowing where to stand is basically going to probably save you. Yeah, this Pudge, she's not that good at figuring his things out.
Nope. Probably not quick casting again.
Well, I mean, I don't quick cast that often, but I mash on buttons like a motherfucker.
I always quick cast.
Oh!
Just missed.
That hook.
Quick note. I would recommend picking up 2 TPs if you got the gold for it, because that's about, roughly 4 or 5 last hits, to be honest.
Well, yeah, 1 TP is equal to about 3 last hits.
Okay, so it's about 6. So it's 6 last hits. As long as you get that in the time when you use those TPs, you have made back that gold easily. Then you got your passive gold regeneration. Always just have TPs. I've been watching you walk back to base a little bit too much, and not always bad. It's just you shouldn't be doing that, especially when it seems like they're pushing your T3s already. You should be having TPs and just TPing into the fights, even though you don't really have much TP to anymore. But if it was earlier and you were buying these TPs, you could have been where you needed to be, rather than walking.
TPs are a worthwhile investment, basically. 3 last hits, and you can basically, in a sort of balanced game, you could turn the tide of a fight just by having an extra person there.
Yep.
Slinging spells or taking stuff. So TPs are almost always a worthwhile investment. There are very few times where TP is a bad investment.
I'm trying to think of a time that it is actually a bad investment, so we can give him that.
Basically, if the whole enemy team is ganging up as a 5-man and there's only one person down there, that would be a bad time. Unless your whole team is already TPing in. Yeah.
And also, if you're down to your T3s... actually, if you're down to your T3s, I wouldn't...
It depends. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, if you're pushing... Yeah, I would say hold one in case if they try to base race you, because then you can get back. So that's not even a good example. Just go with Gummy Worm's example there.
Yeah, it doesn't... If they're already there as a 5-man, a second person isn't going to make a difference. I can't tell if they have vision on this Pudge here or not. I think they do. I'm not sure.
I would... Yeah, they do.
Okay. Well, no, I just don't know if the Observer Ward can see through those 2 trees there.
Oh, no, can't.
That's my question.
I just switched to the dire vision. Now they can see it.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Pudge. So, if you end up watching this, pay attention to Pudge, because this is how a lot of Pudge players actually play. They hide in, areas like here, or they'll hide, up here, particularly. Just outside of the camera vision, so you can't really see them. And basically, they hook you. Good tips to combat against that are good warding, and just always be moving. It's a hell of a lot harder to hit a moving target than it is to hit a stationary target.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Use A-click when you're moving, because move around a bit, but then when you want the last hit, just A-click, because you're going to continue moving, and you're going to hit that creep that's close to you. Again, if there's 3 of them, it's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it. Just... know the mechanics of the game, because they can actually save your life, especially up against Pudges who just prey on you not moving.
Yeah, constantly moving is always a thing. And here comes a Drow. They could all jump on that Drow. Well, except Omni-Knight doesn't have his ulti. If Omni-Knight had his ulti, that'd be worth it.
Yeah.
Purification.
Yeah, if Omni had his ulti, they could just charge that Drow, and she'd be done. Because there we go, Axe!
We'll be chopping up double damage.
Don't stand in a straight line, use your W. Oh wait, no, silence, right? Use your W. W acts as a mini stun, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does.
There we go. Sniper though died to the LC. LC just has no damage right now.
Yeah.
She's not winning duels because she can't do any damage.
Yeah.
Good thing she has the Bloodstone.
Going to go pick up a TP or something from the side job.
Yeah, just got a couple TPs.
Gets another TP. Okay, so now you're stacking 2. That's fine.
Yeah.
Where'd he TP to, though?
He TP'd back home.
Okay, what's he getting from home?
Fuck if I know. Veil of Discord, like we were talking, or like I was talking about.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Veil of Discord's a really good item, especially if you're going to be tanking around in fights. You pop it, and then basically it takes out... Oh, there it goes. It basically does an extra 25 magic damage, which more or less lowers their resistance by about, I think, half. I think, shockingly enough, it lowers their magic resistance by about half.
Nice.
So it brings them down to about 13 or 14% magic resistance, which, again, is super helpful, especially because you, Zeus, you just stand there and throw around Arc Lightnings all day and cast Thunderbolts on the big targets.
Yep.
The only thing I would say, though, is if you're going to go for a build like this, you're going to want to build some more tank. Shockingly enough, a Bloodstone would actually be a pretty good pickup on you, albeit a very expensive pickup.
This will break. Hooked him.
Oh, this Omni.
Great Guardian. Watch over us.
Sniper going for a Deso. But too little too late, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm going to go with, it's a little bit late for how this game's going.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have much attack speed.
Yeah.
But his headshot proc is already, like, incredibly high.
Yeah. We still got an hour of this, well, another half hour of this game, roughly, and I'm trying to figure out where it is, to be honest. I'm guessing it's just, like, lack of 5-man group.
Yeah, well, I imagine it's going to be the Drow that really secures this game. Again, Drow gets super scary if you don't shut her down. And if that's the case, then, yeah. Like, yes. But the thing is, like, now you have a Bloodseeker who actually has, like, items and shit. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. Decent Force Staff out. You did. That was good. Force Staff your way out. Mind you, again, it was a little late, but you were stunned down by that Nyx there. So not much you could have done. Yeah, like, now they're pushing through because they have, like, this Bloodseeker's up. I think he's going Scotty, which is an okay choice for him. I don't think it's the best, but, you know.
Build what you want, basically. Build what you think you need, but,
Well, Scotty's okay. DD on the Pudge.
Radiant's middle tower
That is terrifying.
And he gets the Axe. Oh, but, again, he's not quick casting. I can tell, just by how he's playing Pudge.
Yeah, where did Zeus go? Oh, he's up here. What are you doing, Zeus? Zeus, what you doing?
What you doing, boy?
Curious to see what he builds next. I just, again, you know, Aghanims is definitely something worthwhile to pick up on you. Pudge got the blink.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think you just need a little bit more decisiveness in your play. You've been walking between going out of base, going back into base, going out. I think that all just falls down to deciding what you want to get done. Seeing what your team's doing.
This nether swap.
Oh my god.
Poor Omni.
I just watched him get pulled back.
Sniper's done. So is Bloodseeker. Yeah. Yeah, your team just got too manly. Voidstone. Probably.
I'm gonna say Sheepstick.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, not the best item on Zeus.
No.
Like, it's fine. It's a great item. But on Zeus in particular, like, the mana regen's fine. The 35 int is okay. But Zeus isn't so much about the right clicks. He's more about his spells. I think the Bloodstone or Refresher Orb would probably be a better purchase. Only because, again, the Refresher Orb into the double ult. Like, you have the mana as it is without the need for the Arcane Boots. But the Refresher Orb giving you that second ulti would be, I think, more preferable.
As well as second spell rotation.
Yeah, no, the Refresher only refreshes the ulti.
Really? Okay.
Oh no, cool down all your items, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My mistake.
Dire's bottom tower
This Bloodseeker, wow. Barely survived the duel.
Oh, nice ult.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
got a kill out of it.
fallen.
Yeah, worth.
This is where a Refresher's Orb would come in super handy.
Yeah, you would have gotten so many more kills.
Just saying.
Just that double nuke.
5, 5, and 10. He's okay. The only thing is his last is, don't go up against the Mud Golems. They're spell immune.
Dire's bottom tower is under
He knows that. He walks away.
Yeah, and like Omni Knight again, or not Omni Knight, goddammit. Zeus doesn't need to right click that much. Again, he's all about his spells.
Dire's bottom
His
tower
spells do enough
is under
damage.
attack.
Especially with the static field.
Yepper. Well, that's the whole point, right? Actually, that's where most of his damage comes from, shockingly enough.
Shocking!
Shut the fuck up. We're not doing this today.
Okay, fine. Jeez, that's just... Yeah, spam Arc Lightning.
Spam! Just Qs! Qs for days!
Why did we just both go for that?
Because what else are you gonna say? Just Qs! You know what hero he should play to practice on this spamming thing?
What?
Bristleback.
I'd say try Bristleback. You're gonna be tanky. You're gonna be spamming quills. You're gonna have quills auto-procking if they attack your back.
He's about to get fucked.
Yeah.
In the bomb. Actually, maybe not. This
yeah.
Nyx doesn't have lethal nuke.
No, he doesn't. And the Venge didn't get up there fast enough.
Here's what's even worse.
What?
He didn't have lethal nuke against a Zeus.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh, Zeus. He should have had you dead to rights. He should have had you dead to rights.
Dire's top
Except
tower is
he's
under attack.
building.
Oh, that was funny.
He could have used Urn, but that still wouldn't have taken you.
Who? Oh,
Dire's
Nyx? Yeah,
top
no,
tower has
it wouldn't
fallen.
have been enough. It would have been close, but not enough.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker, what the fuck are you doing? He was chasing that Nyx and he just stopped. Drow finally picks up her boots, going for the Shadow Blade now. This is just a weird Drow build. She's building like her late game items first, and then building her early game items.
For me.
So she already built her MKB and Hyperstone, which is basically end game material, and now she's building like Power Treads and Shadow Blade, which is like some of her first items she should be building.
Yeah. And also, the reason why I'm thinking he's not used to just spam is because he plays Lena mostly, remember?
Yeah, Lena's still spammy, but yeah, not in the same
level.
Not in the same vein as Zeus. Honestly, yeah, if you want to practice spammy heroes, Bristleback is another really good example. Super tanky. His quills are on, I think, a 2-second cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's
short.
Yeah, it's either 2 or like 1.5 seconds. Very similar to your Arc Lightning. So that would, again, if you like Zeus, give Bristleback a shot. It'll get you some practice in spamming.
And the nice thing is he can also be a carry, so you can carry a game in case things go bad because of your team.
Yeah.
And the cooldown is actually 3 seconds.
On his quills?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
but the reason why it could be faster is because of his back attack.
What's his cooldown on Snot?
Snot is shoot.
Or sorry, viscous nasal goo.
Whatever. He throws boogers at people.
Well,
It's funny.
He hawks loogies.
Yeah, that's true. 1.5. It's 1.5.
Oh, okay, so it was a Snot I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bristleback is basically like a spam happy hero.
Yeah, very spammy. It's very funny to watch, honestly, and he's very strong. And his mana costs really show that he's spammy. He's like 30 on the viscous nasal goo and 35 on the quills. So
yeah. I just, can I point out that I'm still loving the fact that this axe has double tranquils?
I'm ignoring the axe. I'm only looking at the Zeus.
He has double tranquils in a Vanguard right now. Alright, Zeus, you're in bad positioning right now. Real bad positioning. Oh yeah, this Drow is just gonna destroy you.
Glad that you're dead. I find it easy to respect.
Just long story short, that was just bad positioning all around. You basically were standing out in the open.
Yeah, stand more behind your tankier heroes such as Axe.
Bloodseeker when he's not activating pure man mode.
Yeah.
Sniper, you're clicking the wrong person. That Drow only has like 400 health.
Assassinated.
Oh, wow.
Can this be?
Yep.
And what does Assassinate do? It does magical damage.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was physical damage for some reason.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Never stand, by yourself. Because you will just get destroyed.
Yeah.
Again, especially as a Zeus. 11, you're doing alright, 11 armor. I don't know what your health is off the top of my head. I think it was only about 1400. If you do the math on your effective health, it's basically nothing. And when you have, again, a Drow, this Drow has 260 damage. This Pudge is getting pretty fat, too. Nyx can nuke you down for, at least 1,000 damage.
What are you talking about? Pudge is already fat.
And you have a Vengeful Spirit that has a Deslayer and Plate Mail, which makes me think maybe an Assault Cuirass is coming her way.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's Armor Shred, and you're just gonna drop. You're gonna drop like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, up against the Assault Cuirass and the Desolator Shreds.
That's 11 armor? Or 12 armor, I think.
Yes.
No, yeah, 12.
Yep. Because it's 7 and 5, if I remember correctly. Not respectively, because I did that backwards.
Yeah, Desolator's 7. Assault Cuirass is 5. I just forgot that Desolator was 7. I thought it was 6. Oh, well. That's why we're professionals. LC picks up a Demon Edge here. Duel, girl, duel!
No!
I think Omni Knight just gave up on life.
Probably.
He just stood there. He's like, I don't have it. Yeah, so 12 armor at 1500 health is not that great. That's shreddable.
Especially since Ace later will shred you of all of that.
Oh! That Pudge just missed that sniper. Like, just missed that sniper.
I'm watching you walk around very aimlessly right now. You walked to Ancients, realized that they're spell immune, walked to bottom lane, turn around, and now you're back at your base, to be honest.
Well, I think he was going to go farm Ancients, realized they were spell immune, saw he had allies down in the bot lane, those allies got destroyed, and then he was like, well, I'm just going to go back to base.
Yeah.
That was probably his logic.
And his lanes are all pushed, so he's not able to go anywhere, except for his jungle, which instead of standing in the base there for that long, he could have gone and done, but I understand he might be just like...
I think that was his exact logic. He's like, I'm going to go farm Ancients. Oh, they're spell immune. Hey, I have allies down in the bot lane. Oh, they just got destroyed. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
And that just comes with practice, right? Like, eventually, like, as you play more, you just kind of get into a flow.
Yeah.
And then you just start to realize, like, oh yeah, okay, so my lanes are pushed, I can't really get creeps right now, but the jungle's open, so I'll go into the jungle. Exactly. And then, like, they're pushing on our base there, well, let's go back to our T3s and defend. And, like, my allies are pushing up that mid lane there, well, I'm gonna go get with them. Like, yeah, you might die or something, but, like, that's fine. It's the fact that you're continuously flowing through the game. You're not just standing in the base waiting for something to happen. You're constantly getting farm, you're constantly getting XP, and you're just doing something. And in this game, it's all about constantly doing something. You never want to not be doing something, because if you're just standing there, you're wasting time, you're wasting XP, you're wasting gold.
Time is money.
Time is money. This axe is getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to see the bit of the problem here. The Radiant definitely did have a bit of a weak game. But the thing is, they're running basically they're running two carries with the quasi carry with the Venge. And the thing is, like, Drow is starting to get fatter. Legion Commander's starting to get fatter. And Vengeful Spirit is starting to get items too. And it's basically just slowly... Now, Zeus, unfortunately, he peaks. Zeus can only do so much damage. So it looks like he's going to Scythe of Ice. He has picked up the Ultimate Orb, which is good. Good item. But you are going to Scythe of Ice, which, again, it's not a bad item, but it's not... I think the item for Zeus.
Yep.
Now, Scythe of Ice is always a good item, don't get me wrong, but I think there are other items you should prioritize over a Scythe of Ice, mainly the Refresher Orb. That, I think, would be a better choice for you besides the Scythe. Get Scythe after Refreshers, I'd say.
I'm going to quickly say, even though it seems that we're really coming down hard on you, we know this game is not your fault in any sense of the term.
No, I mean, as far as your play is concerned, your play is fine.
Yeah, your play is fine.
You have a few positioning issues. You should work on, like, if you're gonna play a hero that's spammy, you should definitely work on spammy, because a lot of your damage output is gonna come from those spammy spells. And again, a lot of your damage comes from Static Field. And when you factor in the fact of Arc Lightning and Static Field working together, like, that's a lot of damage output you're essentially missing out on. That's sort of the things we're critiquing on. As far as your build goes, it's a very typical Zeus build. We're seeing the Arcane Boots, we're seeing the Force Staff, we're seeing the Veil. I don't disagree with your choice of Scythe. I think there's another item you should have got before Scythe of Ice. That's my, I don't want to say my complaint, but that's my sort of 2 cents on that. I think the Refreshers is a better choice. The only other problem with Zeus, and this isn't your fault at all, this is a problem with the hero himself, Zeus peaks. He only can do so much until he just starts doing basically less damage. And that's as the game goes on. And I mean, we're seeing this right now. The Pudge has about 3,300 HP. The LC has about 2,500 HP. The Drow, yeah, no, that's it. You have these two heroes, though, that are extremely tanky, which means your spells won't do that much damage. Mind you, your static field is what does the damage. So I guess that kind of keeps him in the game a little longer than other heroes. But the fact of the matter is just you peak. At some point or another, you will just peak and cap out somewhere. As far as like your max damage output goes. Down goes the LC. Not bad.
So did the next assassin too.
Oh, but then LC just came right back. She had so many bloodstone stacks.
Yeah.
She just came back immediately.
Man proposes. God disposes.
Yeah, we're just giving you information right now that we can give you, because it might seem like we're being harsh, but we're just giving you the information that we see.
It's just things to consider. I mean, like, the one thing that's amazing about Dota is there's so much to the game.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly complex game that just, like, there's no one right answer. Like, there's a whole bunch of different opinions, and, like, there might be a more correct answer, but there's no, like, yes or no. It's all very much just like, you know, you could do this, or yeah, you could do that. Or, like, you know, like, it's just, there's so much potential.
Yes.
And that when you know, nothing
There's so
you're doing
much
is
math underlying it. I love it.
Yeah, nothing you're doing is overly wrong. That's the amazing thing. It's just that, you know, there are definitely other ways to consider. And that's kind of what we're doing too.
Yeah, with us looking at, like, say, your axe with double tranquils and Drow skipping boots for the longest time. Honestly, I just
Drow, whoa, she has 2 hyperstones now.
Yeah.
Holy shit. She has it's basically 0.4 seconds per attack.
Jesus. Nyx is building. Honestly, to me, he's building more support than anything else. We got
definitely
Assault Cuirass and not Assault Cuirass, Shiva's Guard and just Desolator on a bench.
Shiva's?
So yeah, Shiva's. I would have gone Assault.
Oh no, well the LC went AC.
Oh well then.
I just still, I mean, it's a good pick on her. It gives her that extra bit of mana that she needs.
Yeah.
This Bloodseeker though, he is nowhere near manly enough. Oh, Pudge. Yeah, it's just, I mean,
I wish we could see what you were saying in team chat, to be honest.
Yeah, that can't be done.
Yeah, I wish.
And this Pudge is actually playing, like, again, he's not playing amazingly, but he is playing rather decently. There are many little things that he could fix up on.
But we don't care about him.
Not overly. I mean, this is things we're looking at. Again, but the Zeus pick, I mean, Zeus is an interesting hero. I like playing him once in a while, just because his ulti is just fun. Especially if you know you're winning, and, like, you see your allies are fighting, or, like, engaging in a fight. There we go, this is a good TP. Sees they're pushing at the mid, TP's back. Like, there's probably nothing you can do, but the fact that you TP back shows that you have some game sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can see that, oh, like, something's happening back at our base. It shows game sense, which is actually, like, that's something that takes a lot of people a lot of time to figure out.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, game sense is probably, like, one of the hardest things to work on. Just, like, sort of understanding how the game works and how the game flows. Because, well, there's so much to it. Like, again, like, if you want to see at how complex this game is, just think about it for a minute like this. In Dota, there are, as of now, patch 6.8, there are 107 heroes in total. And you have to pick 5 of them. Like,
and they all do different things.
Yeah, and just like just that alone is an incredible amount of, you know, difference. Like, not difference, but just selection. There's so much choice. And, you know, in a game total, you can only pick 10. Right? So out of 107 heroes, you're only picking 10 of them. It's just, it's an incredible amount of just stuff. And that was actually a really nice Arc Lightning there. You just managed to snag that Vengeful. It's just, yeah, it's not an easy game. You know, I've put in about 520 hours or something. And, like, not only that, I've played MOBAs for years.
Yeah. in the MOBA scene, I've put in I would say easily over 2,000 hours.
Yeah, I played League for 2 years. You played League for, I think, 3.
I played since beta.
Oh, okay. Well, anyhow. And yeah, it's just, it's something that gets better with time. As long as you're willing to learn, and this is something that's very apparent, you're very much so willing to learn.
Seeing as how you messaged us.
Yeah, you want to know what you did wrong, and that's fine. Or at least what you could have done better. Let's not say wrong.
I wouldn't say you did anything overtly wrong. Hell, you got a good hex off there. Should have been chasing it, should have been spells, but I see where you were going with not chasing it, but there was a sniper on the map coming towards you. So it could have been good. Maybe Taunter into fighting you.
Mad bait, yo.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta bait. Sometimes you just gotta stick your neck out and hope for the best.
Yeah, hope the LC doesn't totally effing wreck you.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just need to hope that your team isn't full of absolute morons. Yes, that's asking a lot of people, but sometimes it works out.
Exactly. But you know what? Again, like I think what I can say is like you're based off just sort of these 2 games we looked at this weekend. My general consensus is that like you're a decent player. You have
potential.
Well, not just potential, but like you understand the game well enough. Something like we mentioned yesterday in the Lena game, or well earlier, not yesterday. Whoops, breaking the 4th wall. But some things we mentioned in the Lena game, where if you're playing a support position, wards are critical. You need vision. Good hex, by the way, there on the LC. But wards are critical. That's something like you need to constantly keep up. If you're going to play the support position. As the Zeus, you need to worry about spamming your spells, because all your damage is going to come from that arc lightning. All that damage is coming from your arc lightning and your static field. So spamming spells is critical. Just there's all these little things that it's not that you need to improve on necessarily, but little things you can work on that will make you a much better Dota player. And this just comes from just straight up playing the game. There's really nothing we could be like, oh yeah, man, just do this or that. Like, no, play the game. MOBAs are one of those things where, you can read, like I do a lot of reading about just random theory craft, and then I practice it. I go, that's cool, let's practice it. And like I'll hop in a game and try it out and see if it works or not, or how it works in particular. Like, this is a game where you just have to play.
Yep.
And you're not going to get... And not only that, you got to play like PvP matches.
Think and play.
Not like bot matches.
He's not playing bots, so...
No, I know, but I'm saying like, if you think like, oh, I should just go practice in a bot match, like, yeah, play like one. You play like one bot match just to get a feel for the hero, and then you go straight into PvP.
I sometimes just go in blind because it's hilarious, because I have zero knowledge of what the hell I'm doing, and then I just see what happens.
Yeah, I know. That's painful.
Hey, I can do it half decently only because of how much time I've put into MOBAs anyways.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I've put enough time into Dota that, like, if I pick up a hero fresh, I'm like, I can figure this out.
Yeah.
And then I get random meepo.
I like Meepo.
Meepo's fine.
I do. And I've been seeing him in the pro scene a lot more as a support, and it's beautiful. I love it. I would play support if I just played Meepo.
I can't micro to save my life.
Yeah. Control groups, though. Control groups.
I
a little bit bad positioning there.
This is why I'm never gonna play LD either. I can't micro to save my life.
Really? Okay.
Whoa! yeah, interesting. Again, if that Pudge was any better, you would have been fucking toast. Toast!
And again, it's...
I don't know. There's just not much to say. I think we said enough, like, as far as, how you played. There's nothing extremely offensive or terrible about how you played. It's just more so little things that you can work on with almost any hero.
Radiant's bottom tower
Things like your positioning, making sure you always have at least one teleportation scroll with you at all times, until the late game. Like until late game, when you're gonna basically commit to T3s and T4s, you always want to have at least a TP with you. When you're gonna commit to a T3 or a T4, that's when you want to be 6 slotted. So basically, balls deep. just balls deep, no TPs, except the fact that if they're base racing you, it's a base race.
I saw an interesting thing. I think Mushi did it. It was hilarious. It's genius. I'm gonna tell you guys this. What you do in a base race situation, if you have a person who can really defend, what you do is you make sure you have buyback for one, and you dive into their fountain, kill yourself, buy back, and take it, and defend.
Or the other thing you can do is, the interesting thing, this only works in Dota because this is actually a carryover from Warcraft 3.
Okay.
You could actually use their shop as your shop.
Yeah, I know that.
So another thing you could try and do is jump into the fountain, sell something real quick, buy a TP, and then TP out.
Well, you can actually, you can get it from just above the shop, actually, in most cases.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Over on rating, you can just go above where that fire thing is.
Yeah, right here. I just pinged it on the map.
Yeah, and on the Dire, you can do the same thing over on the other side, and it's about just behind the middle chain, the open chain to you.
I'm pinging it now.
Yeah, it's right around there. You can buy from their shop. But again, TPs take time, whereas if you dive and then buy back, you're going to be there faster than if you try to TP.
Well, that's assuming you also have buyback gold. That's a bit of an assumption.
Yeah, you just need to know that.
It depends. If you have buyback gold, do it. If you don't have buyback gold, well, whoops.
Yeah, don't do it if you have like 500
What is the
gold.
Sniper doing? He's not right-clicking.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Right-click. Right-click, boy.
Dire's
That's
bottom
name.
barracks.
There we go. Okay. Now he's going for the Aghanims, which is good. A little late, but good. That's an item you might want to consider earlier. Again, you did sort of, I don't want to say waste time, but you basically chose the Scythe of Ice over other items, right? So, man, if we want to talk about economics here, the, opportunity costs and such, basically you picked one item over the other. Scythe of Ice is, what'd I say, 5,500 gold?
Yep.
Yeah, 5675. An Aghanims is only 4,200. And to be honest, Aghanim gives you the better damage potential. I don't know what happened here. You're just kind of watching your sniper die. Mind you, now you're paying attention, but you just kind of watched your sniper die. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna just assume, like, something caught your attention.
DD your own bot. That's what caught his attention.
I don't know. Long story short, he just let his sniper die.
I'm okay with it. Hey, again, we can't see the team chat, so Sniper could have been just, like, bitching the entire game.
Well,
and
I'm
just
assuming,
like,
yeah.
fuck it.
I'm assuming something caught his attention. That's the thing. Anywho, so
I'm gonna go with Sniper's been bitching the entire game, and he just didn't care. He's like, I'm sick of your shit, die.
Oh Jesus, that Omni Knight.
Yeah.
So the thing I mentioned earlier is, when picking items, you have to kind of look at damage potential. And if you look at the Aghanim's damage potential versus the Scythe of Ice damage potential, Aghanims gives you better damage potential because it gives your ulti at max level. It does 640 damage. If you subtract base magic resistance, as soon as I can pull up my calculator because I totally know this off the top of my head.
25.
I just 640 times 0.75. You do 480 damage with your ult there.
So you do over what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, you do 480 but that's to everyone on the enemy team.
Yes.
Now, Scythe of Ice, it gives you 10 strength, 10 agility, 35 intelligence, and 150 mana regen. But the thing is it gives you right click. So it really only gives you an extra 35 damage plus 10 attack speed. And 10 attack speed only equates to, I think, a tenth of a second, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
About a tenth of a second. So you get in one extra attack every 10 seconds. And you're only doing 35 extra damage. So basically it equates to an extra about 38 damage per attack, more or less. This is very rough math here.
And this is very, like, surface math for Dota, to be honest, when you look at it.
So the fact that you'd be doing 480 damage to everyone... it's actually a damage increase of, what is it here? 475 to 640. 25 plus 140, so it's an extra 165 damage, basically. Subtract the 25%, which I won't do right now. So the ulti... Fuck. the ulti would end up doing about an extra 130 damage, basically. So 130 damage to all 5 players, that equates to 650 extra damage across the map. Versus your right-click, which only affects the one person. Unfortunately, you did lose in this game. The Radiant just sort of slowly beat you. I think the big thing with the Radiant was that they slowly got fat. I mean, Drow picked up a second Demon Edge there. She had her Shadow Blade, 2 Hyperstones, and a Javelin. Like, that's a lot of damage coming out of her. Legion Commander, after her slow start, she did pick up the Daedalus and the Assault Cuirass. Excuse me. Pudge picked up Aghanims, which is actually incredibly useful on him. Mm-hmm. And the Vengeful Spirit just had, a lot of right-click potential. Yeah. The only thing I'd say was bad
Basher.
On the Radiant side was the Nyx.
Yeah.
Oh, Basher, sorry, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
I mean, and he still had his spells still gave him plenty of damage potential anyway.
Yeah.
On your side, on the other hand, like there's definitely a bit of stagnation at some point. Again, Zeus just naturally stagnates in the game. He doesn't do well late game. He does just sort of drop off the map. Omni Knight, like, man, that boy, I don't know what's up with that boy.
Yeah.
He did pick up a mechanism right at the end.
Again, I don't get the double tranquils. Luckily, he sold one, but again,
the axe did okay, but yeah, the double tranquils, the health regen stacks, but it's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. Like, yes, tranquils are dirt cheap, but it's not worth it, to be honest. The sniper did okay. Like, he played fairly well, and the Bloodseeker, while he did have a rough early game, he did kind of make it up in that mid game there.
But he didn't get any items.
Yeah, he just has ulti orbs. Like, I feel like that was the first time of him playing Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
The big problem was basically you guys stagnated. There wasn't really anything wrong with your play, just a few things we did mention, and other than that, I mean, well played all around.
Yep.
But alright, I hope this helps you, Toxic Thunder. This has been another edition of Community Saturday. I've been Gummy Worms.
And I've been Sproutt.
And until next time, guys, just play more games.
And have fun. But again, it's Dota.
Yeah. So until next Community Saturday, send us in requests. I'm on Reddit at Gummy Worms. Even if you want to send it to us via Steam, if you want to add us that way, sure.
I'm Sproutt Gaming on both, so
yeah, he's Sproutt Gaming on both. I'm Gummy Worms on both Reddit and Steam. So if you want to send it to us via that, go nuts. Just make sure you say, hey. Like, make sure we know who you are.
Yeah, basically.
Otherwise, I'll just probably totally fucking ignore you. I'm not gonna lie. I will probably just flat out ignore you.
Yeah, it's a sad fact.
Not because I
will add you for the first second, but if next time you're on and I'm on and you don't tell me, I'm probably going to delete you because I think you're going to be a scammer kind of thing, and I just don't deal with that shit.
Yeah, so just make sure you tell us who you are. Alright, guys.
Yep.
So until next time, play more games. We'll see you then.
Yep, see ya.
Boy.